to show you this new digi we have in the shop and a little project that I've made with it, and I'll show you how I've done it. So first, let's have a quick look at the pages. Now, I've used some parts of some of these pages already, and I haven't printed the whole set out. It's 30 pages, but you can see a selection of them here. I'll just flick through them real quick. That also comes with some washi tape pieces. I'll pop the link in the description box so you can go and take a look at the whole set if you're interested. And here's what I've been making with them. I've been loving these. They're little matchbooks, but I haven't got matches in them. I've put pins in them. Like this. And the pins are on a little separate card, so they can come out and you could pop whatever you want in instead. If you wanted to change it up or put something else in, you can. So I'll show you how I've been making these. So first I'm going to select a paper I'd like to use. Now I've made these with card, and some of these aren't printed on card, some of them are. So I'm just going to flick through maybe this one. Try and see what we've got for options. I've already used those. Let's use this one. Right, so you can make these for whatever sized object you're putting in. I'm popping in pins. Let's see. I've got these big ones. I haven't made one for these yet. These big triple pearl pins. So I might do one for that. Now for all the other little ones, I've not needed that much card, so I've been able to cut the card this way, but I think this one's going to need to be a bit bigger, so I'm going to cut it in this orientation. So first I'm going to just remove the white bit off the edge of the paper. Like that. And then, because this is going to be a fairly tall matchbook, I'll probably make it a little bit wider. Maybe that's 9 centimetres there. That looks about right. Let's do that. Let's make sure we've actually lined this up right before we cut. So I'm going to trim one end, the white off one end, and we don't really need to trim it off the other. You can if you like though. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is fold a little bit over on the edge. It's probably about 1 centimetre I've done. It could probably be less. But really all I'm doing is making a nice smooth edge, not a harsh edge. And then I'm going to fold it up again. And this time I'm folding it high enough so that I can staple the edge. The staple will leave about 1/2 centimetre gap. I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. And so I folded this up about 2 centimetres. Then I'm going to take one of my pins and I'm just going to measure approximately how tall the book needs to be. So if I make a little mark about there, my first fold is going to be at that point, like this. And then I can just kind of guesstimate how wide I want it to be. So that pearl is about 3/4 of a centimetre. So I'm just going to give it about that in thickness before I do another fold. I'm just going to score a line to make it easier to fold there, like that. Okay, and then I can trim off the excess. So if you're looking at it from the side, if you put this piece flat and you hold it here, you want about halfway, you want to cut it off about halfway in your pocket piece, approximately. You can go a little less. It doesn't matter, we can always take a bit more off later. So I'm going to approximately cut it here-ish. Now, I don't know if I've got that straight or not, so I'm going to just line it up nowhere near straight and tidy that up. Okay. Now I'm going to trim the corners slightly, just a little bit off each of these corners, like that. And now I'm going to use some brown ink and ink all of my edges. I'll pop this part on fast forward. Okay, now I don't want the inside to be bright white, and I could line it. The fact that I've already got some ink marks, I probably should, but for the sake of the video I'm just going to give it a little lighter brown with this brush tool. Now I forgot to wipe off the brush before I put it down there, and it's made a big brown mark, but that's going to be hidden by the pocket, so I'm not really that fussed about it. And I can hide that probably with a label or something, so I'm not worried about that either. So I'm going to pop some glue on the inside of this little piece here and press that over. And then I'm going to take a stapler and making sure that I get it as close to the bottom and the edge as possible. Just going to staple that there. Same on the other side. That one didn't even get in the card. Right, that'll do. Alright, next way. Next you're going to need some sort of thick mat sort of thing. I use an old mouse mat like this, and you'll need this piece of scrap that we cut off, or another piece of card. I want it to be thin enough that it can go in between the two staples into this little pocket. So I need to cut about yay much off the side. Test that fits, yep. And then I really only want it to be about 2.5 centimetres, thereabouts. So I'll cut that there, like that. And I'm going to ink the edges. And I'm going to fold it in half, like that. Right, now you need that mat and you need your pins. So I've got it so the fold's towards me, but I don't think it matters which way it is. I just find it easier to deal with this way. I'm going to poke a pin in the card into the mat. Pick another one, bit of a gap between them, and I'm going to just evenly space them as I push them into this card all the way along. Alright, that'll do. And because there's a little excess on this side, I'm just going to trim it down a bit more and re-ink that little edge so it's even. Now I'm going to turn the pins upside down and just push this card down them a bit more, and then open it up. Put it down on the bench and push it down to open it up and flatten the pins in it. I'm going to use the mat to line all the pins up evenly so that the points are at the edge of the card here. And then I'm going to take the book and slide them into the pocket like so. So they're good and in there, but you can pull them out again whenever you like. Alright, so let's decorate now. So let's make sure that's going to shut properly. Yes, it does, so I'm happy with that. Let's get some words and stuff. These too big, just a bit. So it's going to go through my numbers and stuff until I find one I like. I like that. Bit of glue. Put that on there like that. I could put a picture on here or a label or some ruler pieces. It's kind of cool. What other colours have we got? I really like the green. I'm going to put that on there. So I'll just pop some glue on it. Put it where I want it. Trim. Okay. So on the inside, maybe a signature like that. And I might find a picture or something I can put on there. See what I've got, or a big butterfly or something. See if any of these work. Oh, I've got that pretty butterfly that I've made before. I think I like that. I think I'm going to go with that. So I might just glue him. Do I want to glue the whole thing down there? Yes, I do. Alright, so a bit of this glue. Pick up my butterfly and press it there. Like that. And there we have a little matchbook for pens. So that's all it is to it. And these were really easy to make and quite a bit of fun, and they'd be cute to just pop in a pack or gift for a friend, keep in your sewing kit. Anyway, hope you have fun making yours, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye!